Welcome to day one of your 5-day challenge. Ready, set, name it. In the next 5 days, we're going to work together to create a working title and a subtitle that'll clarify what your memoir is about and will keep you motivated to write and publish it. Now you may say, Carolyn, I haven't even begun to write one word. I don't even know where to start. That's okay. You have to start somewhere. So why not start with a working title and subtitle? After all, even if you haven't begun to write one word, you've lived the experience and you know your story. So you're ready, even if you think you aren't. Today, we're going to study how published authors have named their books and how they've handled subtitles. Tomorrow, we'll look at what's out there that's been published that's similar to your story. This will be important homework for you. I can guarantee that you'll be surprised what you find. Wednesday, you're going to come up with possible titles for your memoir using a method that I'm going to teach you then. Thursday, I'm going to share with you why subtitles matter. Your subtitle is an amazing selling sentence for your memoir. And in today's market, you want to take advantage of everything you can to make your book stand out and catch your potential reader's attention. And Friday, we'll review and talk about how your title and subtitle will support you on your memoir writing journey. I want to encourage you to share in our private Facebook group, Ready, Set, Name It, because at the end of each day, I'll be announcing there the winner of the daily random drawing for that day's complimentary memoir ebook. And of course, Friday, I'll be announcing the winner of the $100 Amazon gift card. Now, let's jump right in and talk about today's task. We're going to research these memoirs at Amazon. We want to know what's being published. I've created an Excel spreadsheet and I'll show you what to enter into it. This is going to be tremendously useful in understanding how the first selling point for your memoir works. We're going to look at what titles say and how they're explained in the subtitle. We're going to look at how many editorial reviews the memoir has and how many reader reviews it has. I'm going to do a screen share here so you can follow along exactly as I do this. And after I show you this, your homework for today is going to be to create your own spreadsheet and begin to look at memoirs on Amazon yourself. Now, I don't want to hear, but Carolyn, you're doing it for us here. Why do I need to repeat what you're doing? The answer is that we learn by doing. You'll get the idea from watching me do this, but you'll learn a lot more by going through the exercise yourself. Now, I'm going to do a screen share to show you exactly how this research works. Here I am in Amazon ready to shop, but I'm not going to shop today because we're doing our homework research. I'm going to go up here to where it says All, click down to Books, and I'm going to type in best-selling memoirs. And look at what the drop-down menu gives me. Best-selling memoirs 2021, best-selling memoirs of all time, and simply best-selling memoirs. For now, I'm just going to click best-selling memoirs. And here are all the choices. And you can see that there are a lot of books here that you may never even heard of, even though it's saying these are bestsellers. So I'm just going to pick one here. I'm going to pick Rust. I have no idea what this is about, but we're going to find out. A memoir of steel and grit. Now I'm going to scroll down to where the details of the product are. And here you can see that this book, let me make this a little larger. This book was just published in 2020 and it's 317 pages. And here are the categories that it's ranked in. Labor and Industrial Relations Kindle Store, Labor Industrial Economic Relations Kindle Store, Labor Industrial Relations Books. So let's just go for its number in the Labor and Industrial Relations Kindle Store. I'm clicking on that, and that's going to take me to the bestsellers in this category. So let's look at this one, which is number 1 in this category. It's called Radium Girls, the dark story of America's shining women. And it's got, we can see here, it's got 7,000, almost 8,000 ratings. And they're all really high. And I'll bet you never heard of this book. I've never heard of this book. So I'm going to now go to my Excel spreadsheet. And this is my blank spreadsheet. So I'm going to go up here. I'll make it a little bit larger. I'm going to go up here and I'm going to roll this over wide. And then the second column, I'm going to do the same thing. And this is going to be my book title, book, let's make it memoir so we're real clear where we are here. And here I'm going to say it's ratings, it's editorial number of editorial reviews. I want to click wrap text here so that it all shows. And I might make that a little bit wider. And then here I'm going to have number of reader reviews. And again, I have to click out of that box and click back into it in order to have the wrap text option. And then I'm going to make that bold to keep it straight. So now I'm going to type in the Radium Girls and then subtitle, the dark story of America's shining women. And in here, I'm going to type in the number 7,982 ratings. If I scroll down here, I can see that it has 1, 2, 3. It only has 3 editorial reviews. Actually, this is, I don't need this one. This is just rating. So we're going to cut that and put it over here. And delete this row. We don't really need this row. I wanted to find something less specific than labor and industrial relations. We'll be looking at specific categories more tomorrow. I want to stick with Kindle eBooks and memoir. So I'm over here on the left side. I go down and I look for, it's usually biographies and memoirs. Let's look at this one. This is number 1 in biographies and memoirs. If You Tell is the title, and the subtitle is A True Story of Murder, Family Secrets, and the Unbreakable Bond of Sisterhood. Now, you will notice that I've typed in the title and subtitle exactly as each word is capitalized and in lowercase. We're going to come back to this later, why I'm doing this. This has 36,372. Whoops, my mistake. That's the number of reader reviews. But editorial reviews, let's see what it's got. It's got 13 editorial reviews. Now, let's look at the number 2 book. There's a Hole in My Bucket, A Journey of Two Brothers. There's a hole in my bucket. A Journey of Two Brothers. Here we see it only has one editorial review, and it's from the editor. That's rather interesting. And it has 665 ratings, and it's number 1 bestseller in travel, biographies, and memoirs. So back at my research spreadsheet, I'm going to type in 1 for editorial reviews and 665 for reader reviews. Number 3 is this book, Pardon My French, How a Grumpy American Fell in Love with France. And it was written and published in, I think, 2015. So this is not a new release. Pardon My French, How a Grumpy American Fell in Love with France. If we scroll down now to editorial reviews, we see it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 editorial reviews. This book has 190 ratings. Now, back at the bestseller list, under memoirs and biographies, number 4 is something called Navigating B2B, which is a business book. I have no idea why it's here. And we look at number 5 is very contemporary, and it's about Trump by Michael Wolff. So this isn't really appropriate to our research because this is a major celebrity figure. So we're going to now look at number 6. The Evil Within, Murdered by Her Stepbrother, The Crime That Shocked a Nation, the heartbreaking story of Becky Watts by her father. This book was also published in 2016. Now, scrolling down, what's really interesting here is that I don't see any editorial reviews. It goes straight down to customer reviews. And if we go back up to the top, we can see, however, this book has 2,207 ratings. Now, I want to look at my list of about 5 books here and see what they have in common. They all have a subtitle as well as a title, number 1. That's an important point that I want you to get. The Dark Story of America's Shining Women. This could be expanded a little more to have some more detail, because we don't really know what what genre this is. I mean, what are they talking about? What kind of shining women are they? So I would have liked to have seen a little more there. But that's okay. It's got 3 editorial reviews. It's a bestseller, and it's got 8,000 reader reviews. So who am I to argue? If you tell a true story of murder, family secrets, and the unbreakable bond of sisterhood. Again, 13 editorial reviews and 36,000 reader reviews. One of the things that I want to point out here is that not all of these books have editorial reviews, but all of them have a respectable number of reader reviews. Not all of them are stories of dysfunctional families. The dark story of America's shining women looks like it's an industrial story. If You Tell is a family story. There's a Hole in My Bucket is also a family story. Pardon My French is a travel memoir. So travel can also become a #1 bestseller. The Evil Within is a second-person story. It's a story told by this girl's father. So I wouldn't necessarily describe that as a memoir, but it's in the memoir and autobiography category. So my point here is that there's a lot of leeway and there are no hard rules about this. The only thing I want you to really notice is there's a subtitle to explain what the title means. So this is your homework assignment for today. I'd like you to create your own spreadsheet and fill it in with 10 different memoirs. Now, if you only get 5 done, don't stress, but 10 would be better, and that would be 10 that are different from the 5 that I did today. I'd love it if you'd share in the Facebook group any aha moments you had today when you did this simple exercise. And later today, I'll be announcing there in the Facebook group the winner of today's random drawing for Saru Brearley's memoir, A Long Way Home. And I will see you tomorrow with another video and another homework assignment. Meanwhile, I'll see you on the Facebook group page.